Hey guys, James here, and we hit 500 subscribers. Like, fucking a week ago. A bit over a week ago. And I am still surprised they got to that. Like, once I hit like the 450 range, I started keeping track. Because, like, am I really gonna hit 500? I think it's because I was doing the Death Battle score arts things. So, yeah, I guess I'll keep doing that, but I didn't really exactly know what to do for 500. I was seeing it reach that point, but I didn't know, like, if I should do anything about it or, like, what. But I figured, fuck it, I'll steal from Merlin, because why not? I think I've done that at least twice before, so why not do it again? I'm doing a Q&A, 500 subscriber special Q&A, entirely unscripted, where I let people ask questions for like a week, and I'm just gonna answer them. I got them from like the YouTube video, community post, as well as a Discord one for some fucking reason. But I'm just gonna answer a bunch of questions because I don't know. I didn't know what to do for 500. I don't fucking know. I'm not reaching any other like big milestones after that. No way in hell I'm doing that, but yeah, I might as well just answer a bunch of questions. This is going to be very unscripted and very unfocused, I guess is just the right word to describe this. This entire video is just going to be incredibly unfocused. So the first set of questions come from Discord. I'm just doing it first so I don't forget about it. But there's 3 total questions. The first one is, what is your favorite Death Battle Commission track? Or custom track. I don't know if this means like the official tracks or the like Yates Werewolf commission tracks. If it's like the official ones, Mighty. I haven't listened to it in like a hot minute, but it's just kind of remained that top one for me for a while. Other ones up there is I'm trying to remember the Blake versus Mika. So Thundershroud, Strongest Alive, Fireborn, like those ones have also stayed up there. Full Course Will, those ones are like high up there for me and like my tops, but Mighty I'd probably goes number 1. Second one is, what's your favorite video game? And I got a real easy answer. This has been my favorite game for like 5 years, but Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't know if I've ever said it on here before, but DDLC has been my favorite game for like 5 years. Mostly, like, at the beginning, it was more personal reasons, but over time, just because I really fucking love the games, to the point where I pre-ordered the Switch game, DDLC Plus, when that got announced. I 100%ed that in 2021, that was. I'm pretty sure that's when it was. I 100%ed that. The day I got the PlayStation 4, I bought the game on that. I 100%ed that, and real quickly, just, if you're gonna get like a console version, get the Switch version. The PS4 one is censored for some fucking reason and has a bunch of glitches, I noticed, where the Switch one is pretty fine. Pretty great way to play it. And this was 2022. And then last year in 2023, in like October, I bought the game on Steam and then 100%ed it for the third time. I love Doki Doki. And like, I just have a shit ton of merch to it too. I got like this keychain from Spencer's or laminate with a bunch of these like acrylic keychains on it. I don't know if it's all showing on there, but I bought those on eBay and just fucking, I just had next to me, it's got like the fucking plushies all here, even like this this jump scare Monica one and regular Monica too, and then also the fucking pillows to these. I love this game. I love DDLC. It's my favorite game, and I've been obsessed for it for like the last 5 years. And like, for the original, this is my playtime. I play this game a lot with mods. And then the third question is, do you live on Jupiter? And yeah. These next couple all come from the YouTube video saying I was doing a Q&A. The first one is, these are all like Death Battle related ones, I believe, but the first one is, what do you think of Toko Fukawa versus Blitzo, Puppycorn versus Bonnie, and Gliscor versus Tombat? For Toko versus Blitzo, I don't get it. I feel like I kind of get the vibe, but Blitzo doesn't really have anything I like, and with Toko / Genocide Jack, I have two other matchups I prefer in Yuno Gasai, which has become more of a guilty pleasure over the years, and then 7 from Scissor 7. I just like those way more for Toko. And Puppycorn versus Bonnie. I've not seen... It's like Unikitty versus Freddy. Like, I've not seen Unikitty, I think, since the year it came out, so I can't really comment on that. And then Gliscor versus Tombat. Tombat is Palworld. Not once did I bother looking at Palworld during the controversy, during, like, that whole hubbub. Not because, like, I'm a Pokemon fan and fuck Palworld, it's just I didn't care enough for the idea to where, like, I don't know anything about Palworld. To me, it's just a franchise that exists, and that's all I have. I just remember being called a Pokemon killer for the time, and that is really it. Next one is, could I do Elias versus... It's appearing like a triangle. I don't know if it's supposed to appear like this on mobile, but Triangle Lice. I think that's supposed to be like a symbol, but it's just appearing as a triangle on my thing. And then, like, the person commenting also add a lot. Elias isn't an official character from Fundamental Paper Education, but I don't know any of those things, so probably not. Maybe if I look into it, but I'm not. I wouldn't hold my breath. Wouldn't hold your breath on that one. I've never heard of Fundamental Paper Education before this, and I don't know who the other two characters are at all. This is the first I've heard of either of them. Sorry. Have doing commissions on characters you don't know about make you want to look more into them? Kinda. I kinda have to look into the characters for the commission track, so then, like, I have a general idea of what I'm doing, but I think the only one that, like, that was commissioned where I knew both of the characters was Foxy versus V. Every other one, the commission, either had one character I knew, maybe one that I was vaguely familiar with, but not to a deep extent, or I just didn't know either characters, so I did kind of have to look into the franchise with each of them to try to get an understanding on, like, what to do for... The title for the first one was the, Chopper vs. Meowth. That title was the only one where I made that title, so that's probably why it is the worst title of the bunch. But the rest of them, like, I did have to look into, to what who these characters are, and, like, general ideas on, like, what to do for the track art. Though I will say, some of them did make me kind of curious on checking out the franchises. Like, one was, Unordinary, I think it was, with, Edna and Eddie versus the Freak Girls. I don't remember their names. I'll put the track art on the cover, on, like, the title, or the fucking... On screen, that one. Actually, I can just look up. I have it all saved on a thing. Why am I just not doing that? The, Edna and Eddie versus Yuko, Mia, and Mai. That was one where, like, I did not know that at all, and when looking through the series for, like, score art ideas, I was very fucking confused on what was happening. So... that's something I actually do want to look into. And, like, there's some where I'm just kind of vaguely familiar with them. Like, Operation Titan was #1 versus 2003 Robin from the Teen Titans cartoon. That's one where I was vaguely familiar with the both. I was more so familiar with Robin, but I haven't seen that show in fucking years. And I've just never seen Kids Next Door at all. Yeah, some of these were, like... looking at the series to try to get an understanding on what I should do for the track art. Another one was Propside Child for Harry Potter versus, what was it? Iruma Suzuki. I was kind of interested in looking into that anime, like watching that. I haven't done that yet, but it's on my list now, like things I want to, at some point, get to. So I do have to look into these franchises for the track art, but some of these ones I'm pretty interested in checking out the first now, like, just, like, see the series and see what it's about. Last one for the video comments, but curious on my predictions for Season 11, or if the season does happen. I did make a video going over, like, a prediction season for Season 11, Some matchups I have since changed out. The ones I'm more so confident in that we'll be getting is like Luz versus Anne, fucking Cat versus Ichigo, Giorno versus Joker. Those are like the main ones I think I'm pretty confident. Also, Aaron versus Kaneki, I'm confident like in those 4 ones. I'm pretty sure those are pretty likely. Some other ones I feel like we might be getting this season is Among Us versus Fall Guys. I'm kind of also confident in that one, which I don't care about that matchup. It's not one of my least favorites anymore. I've kind of just grown to incredibly neutral on the matchup, but that's probably happening. There's also like Finn and Jake versus Mordecai and Rigby, and Kyle Rayner versus Simone the Digger. I'm also thinking like either Ori versus a Knight or Bendy versus Cuphead, because Moro is anime an episode all by himself, and those two seem like pretty high contenders for an episode he would do on his own. Because he's a big indie guy. He does like a lot of indie game animations as well as an indie series with Murder Drones versus the Hello Boss Crew. So those are ones I'm pretty confident in. Other ones were like I'm kind of like going in and out of feeling like we might get are like Deadshot versus Bullseye, Isaac Clarke versus Gordon Freeman, Sly Cooper versus Lupin III. Those are like ones I'm kind of like I'm on the fence about. That's like Dominic Toretto versus Kiryu Kazuma. There's a good couple where like I think there's a decent odds of happening, but like I'm not entirely confident. There's only like a small handful where I feel pretty confident that we're getting that season. Favorite ice cream flavor? This is the most normal question of the bunch, but mint chocolate chip. I don't know why. I really love mint chocolate chip. I don't like mint on its own, but when you put it with chocolate chip, apparently it's fucking great. And then the real question, Godzilla or King Kong? If it's asking who I prefer, probably Godzilla. If it's asking who I think would win a fight, it just ends with them making out. Favorite YouTuber? Probably DeathPal. It's a YouTube channel, so I'm counting that as my favorite YouTuber. It's the series, like DeathPal is the one like I watch that series the most consistently. That's the only YouTube channel where I've watched it like every year. It's the only one where I kept up to date with all the uploads. It was more so just the Death Battle uploads, not like the top 10s, the Desk of, the DBX, the casts. You know, back in that older era, I don't think it was until like it wasn't until I think around like 2019 I watched more of the DBXs, even then I was like kind of partially keeping up with them. It wasn't until like I think 2021 where I started rewatching all the old casts. And currently, I've been in like the season 6 era since I started binging them back then, because like the season 6 era of the casts is kind of a weaker era compared to the other ones, mostly because like Torian isn't in most of them now, which is understandable. But I love the bits with Torian in the older ones, just how he just fucking goes on tangents sometimes about like Iron Fist or a bus. I fucking love those. And like the casts are still good, but then like I only really started keeping up with the cast when they did the membership thing, and that was kind of just because like, oh hey, live interaction with them and I could watch this shit live. It also didn't help that they would release while I was still in school, so yeah, I couldn't really keep track of them. But like, not counting Death Battle because we're like a group, I guess, even though a lot of YouTubers nowadays are mostly groups, but most of the time, like, besides that, who I would consider my favorite YouTuber would kind of like shift a lot. It would be really dependent on who else watching. So I guess like more so just like who I would consider like the top ones right now, or like the most consistently I'd go back to, are like Michael Reeves, Tomska, OTV, Markiplier. OTV's mainly for Michael, but like those are a couple of ones where they're high up there. Mark. Yeah. And then, like, a lot of the ones where, like, I do like them, but I'll watch them for a bit and then, like, fall out. Or, like, I'll go back to some of their old... Like, I'll watch, like, the newer one that comes out. or maybe skip one or two and then rewatch those later on, or watch them for the first time later. I don't know. If you want a more direct answer, I looked way too deep into this one. It's probably Death Battle. And then the one I ripped this idea from to begin with for 500. We got another freezer. We started with free and ending with free, but if I could bring a team of 6 Pokemon into the real world, what ones would I bring? It kind of depends, because there's some I would love to bring, like Snorlax, but the problem is, I could not afford to feed Snorlax. So, like, are we taking into account, like, the repercussions of some of these? Or it's just going to be like, there's no repercussions, just bring these Pokemon in and you get to live a happy life with these Pokemon. I'm going to go with that logic. So then, like, I could bring in my 2 favorite without any issue in Aipom, Mimikyu. Also, why Aipom, Mimikyu are my favorite Pokemon of all time, if you can't tell by the fucking channel name. But also, Heracross, just because, like, I don't remember why, but I always said Heracross was my favorite Pokemon for, like, years. I think most of my life as a Pokemon fan, I've said Heracross is my favorite. I don't know why. I think someone just asked, hey, what's your favorite Pokemon? And then I just said Heracross. I don't know why. Heracross is awesome. It's an amazing Pokemon, so yeah, I'm bringing it with me. But yeah, Heracross, Primarina, because, like, I loved Popplio since, like, day one, when everyone was fucking... I don't know why everyone hated Popplio when Popplio got announced. Like, when the Alolan starters were announced, I don't know why everyone fucking hated Popplio, but I loved Popplio since day one, even before I knew everyone was fucking hating the creature for no reason. And I just used that for, like, all my main teams in Gen 7, which is Sun and Ultra Sun. So, Popplio is kind of just... The Popplio line has been my favorite ever since. Favorite starter line ever since. So, I'd go Primarina, and hell, Primarina is part of my favorite team I've ever had, which is my Gen 7, my Sun team, which I got to level 100, all of them. I was going to say Superior, but I feel like it would be cheap to have 2 starters, but Snorlax, I love Snorlax. Snorlax is the perfect creature. And then the last one, I'm not entirely sure what one I would have as my 6th one, but fuck it, Superior. Snivy was my first ever starter when I played a mainline Pokemon game. Don't remember why I went Snivy. I spent, like, I think, fucking 10 minutes looking between the free starters in Black 2, or not Black 2, White 2. And I just ended up choosing Snivy, and Superior was my first ever starter. So, yeah. Second question, favorite video game of all time, and explain to the class why. I already mentioned Doki Doki Literature Club, and my fucking weird-ass obsession of it, but I didn't exactly say why, but it's a kind of personal reasons, but also it's, like, stuff I can share. Because, like, the DDLC, that was, like, the first game where I started to get into, like, communities of things and start interacting with people, you know, online. So, if it wasn't for Doki Doki Literature Club, I probably would not... It was, like, a domino effect. Because, like, there's one person where I met in the DDLC Amino way back in 2019. I don't know why I hit it off with them, but it was, like, kind of on-off friends for a while, and I'm still friends with them. I still talk with them kind of pretty regularly right now, but yeah, if it wasn't for, like, that whole thing, I probably would not be here doing the Death Battle stuff I do and being friends with the people in the community that I am. So, getting into Doki Doki Literature Club fucking dominoed. It was a domino effect that led me here, so if you hate me for being a Death Battle fan and being active in the community for the most part, you can blame that one person. Also, like, Game Grumps. Like, the Game Grumps playthrough of DDLC got me to actually finally download DDLC and play it. And then I decided to go on Amino and do, like, hey, let's play this in a live chat. No one will see my screen, but yeah. I don't know. But DDLC, favorite game, and that's why. And I already showed my obsession with it. I have another one of, like, these stand things coming in, but it's an actual stand and, like, a keychain. Where's Sayori? Oh, there's Sayori. There she is. She was hiding. Also for the best girl from least best girl to best girl, Yuri, Monica, Natsuki, Sayori. I will not explain any further. Anyways, current take on the frog economy. They're not whales, so they're not as good. I don't know how the fuck to end this. I don't know, because, like, it feels like this is a milestone for me. Because, like, I didn't think I would ever reach, like, something like this way back when I started. Well, when I started YouTube as a fucking stupid, obnoxious 6th grader, I was thinking, oh, I'll get popular off YouTube, it's easy. And no, that channel is fucking dead and will be buried forever. And then I made the other channel, and that was deader and will stay buried deeper down below in the depths of hell. And now there's this one, where I didn't think I would ever get to this point. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I just upload whatever the fuck I felt like back then, and then I just streamed for a bit. When I was streaming, I don't know how or why, but I just kickstarted subscribers. I think I went from, like, I don't know, maybe 37 subscribers, and then I started streaming, and then, like, I somehow got to, I think, like, nearing 300 or a bit above 300, because I stopped streaming, and then, like, that subscriber count just kind of staggered in that area for a bit. And then for some, like, when I started doing these Death Battle fan scores, it boosted again. I don't know why. But yeah, so I don't know why, but it feels like no matter what I do, I'm feeling disingenuous about, like, reaching this goal, because I don't know what to do with this. This is just, like, a very unprompted thing. I don't know how to structure this, and I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I still don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I want to do more Death Battle stuff, especially since the future channel is incredibly unknown. I don't know if I want to just keep doing gameplay, because, like, I get really into doing it, and then, like, I lose that motivation. Especially when I look at the views, and, like, this isn't about views or anything, but, like, I don't see a lot of people watching them, and it just makes me feel like this isn't worth doing. Like, I do play games on my own all the time. Like, you saw the Doki thing. I play games on my own all the time, and, like, I still have fun playing games with, like, Rafe, even though, like, we haven't done much of that, mostly because, like, we're busy. We're not, we're not, like, freshmen or, sophomores in high school no more. We're fucking, we've been out of school for, like, fucking 2 years now, I think, and I need to do shit with my life. So badly do I need to do shit with my life, oh god. So, I don't know where I'm going with this. I really don't. I'm just rambling, but I do want to say thank you for 500. I don't know if I've actually said thank you for 500, but I do want to say it. I mean, thank you for this. I don't know why, like, 500 total people subscribe to this. Most of them are probably dead channels. Most of them are probably just dead-ass accounts that are not active and hasn't been logged on in, like, 2 years. But yeah, they probably also don't remember that they're subscribed to me. That's entirely believable. Who knows? Maybe some of them are just bots. Just like those fucking scam bots. I don't know if they subscribe to people. Fuck if I know. But regardless, I do want to say thank you for the 500. I'm going to keep doing whatever the fuck I do. I do, like, with gameplay stuff, I don't know if I'll keep doing Let's Plays. I do want to at least finish Needy Streamer, or at least get all the endings to that game, because of reasons I'm not going to get into on here, because that's more personal than the DDLC thing, and, like, why that's my favorite game, like I talked about earlier. But yeah, I will at least want to finish that, and then I don't know if I'll continue doing game stuff. I probably won't get back into live streaming, just because that really fucks my sleep schedule. I did that for, like, almost a whole year, and that screwed my sleep schedule up horribly. But yeah, I hope you all did enjoy this stupid Q&A thing, and yeah, peace.